Hi friends, welcome to Tutors Funny channel. Today I am going to teach part 2 tutorial of Spring Boot application. In our last video tutorial we show the layer architecture, how the layer architecture works. Right. Now let me configure the Spring Boot application project. You have to type the command spring initializer. Click on this first link, it goes to the respective website. Here, how to configure the project, you have to select here Maven and here Java. Here you have to select the default, it will be selected the version, right? I am going to select as a this one 10, right? We will go select as this is 13, right? We will select default whatever selected we have to keep, right? Now here, after that what you are going to do is here's a package name example. Here we have to write here the artifact type first app. I just give the name as first app. Java version I have selected as Java 17, right? Dependency I'm going to add it here as web. Okay, here web and this dependency web. After that we add the dependency JPA. After that we have to add this dependency as MySQL. These three dependency I'm going to add. Right, these three dependencies are must. Right, I'm going to add these three dependencies. After that I'm going to generate the project. Right, so I've click. You have to select this all the things. Okay, first you have to double check this and all the configuration is correct or not. After that you have to click generate. The project has been generated successfully. You have to open this folder. I just copy. I go to my G drive and paste them. Right here, I just copy, right click and extract this one and click OK. Now here your project is open up. It's extracted. Now what you're going to do is I'm going to open this project in my IntelliJ IDEA file. Open. I have copied my G drive. Okay, so go to the G drive. Go to the G drive. What's the name of the project? First tab, right? The first tab, this one. Don't open here. You go inside here. Your first tab, you have to open it here. Cross project. This project, you have to open it here. Right. Now your project is open successfully here. All the dependency and get all the things I get install it. Now what you're going to do is here after that, after done the stuff, I'm going to you have to wait until all the dependencies get installed. Whatever dependency you are selected. Alright. After done the stuff, you have to work with here this project. At the first time it takes some time, right? Right. Project configure successfully. You can see here. Here, go to the. You can see this is your project. You have to expand it. There is a form.xml. Here you can find the dependencies and web MySQL connector. All the things you have to find out here. Right here, you can find out all things. These are the dependencies there. Right. Okay, here JPA, web, and MySQL connector. What are the dependencies you have to install? All the dependencies should be here. You will be able to see here. Right. What are the another things you have to do it? After done the stuff, you have to go to my website. You go to my website. I gave the link in my video description. Here you can see all things I have given here, right? So this website I have written all the things. What are the dependencies you have to install it? So here these are dependencies. So here this is the application property. Okay, this one you don't need to write it. Okay, you just copy and paste it. Whatever your project you are doing. Okay, this is must. Okay, if you leave some mistake, it getting error. So that you just copy this one. All things you are pasting. Copy this one. Your paste inside the application properties folder. Okay, so you go back to your here. You will go here the src main Java. Here this is your project. Com example first tab. Here you can see the resources, the application properties. Here, what is the purpose of this file? This all the file created based on the database configuration. If you paste it, this is your first tab. What is the port you have to define whatever port your app is running on. You have to define the port over here. I have to running the port here 88 whatever. Here after first time I'm going to create the database, so you have to write create. After that you have to write the com MySQL KG driver After that, you have to specify the data source. What is the database name? I'm going to so the SDF. Right, this is the name of my database. Whatever name you can give. Okay, so you can create database if not exist. Okay, if the database not exist, which name it will be created? The database of this name. After that, you have to provide the user credential of username and password. Right, I haven't tell that you must install the MySQL workbench in your machine. This is a MySQL workbench, right? While installing a workbench, what is the username and password you are given? Okay, I have given root is a username, password is a root. All right, so this is the username and password I have given, right? That username root, password root 123, just given like this. It's the same thing I have given here, root 123. I just given the password, right? You have to given whatever password you want, right? Okay, so after that you have to write the JPA vendor configuration. This is the things you have to, you just copy these all things, you have to paste it, and you have to make the changes. Here you have first time you have to create the database, you have to set the port. What is your app? The first step, you're given the name of the app, MySQL driver. This is the MySQL driver configuration. You don't need to download and install it automatically. If you are put it here, it drivers here, you already have download the pom.xml here, that dependency. It will be working. If you download this dependency, you have to implement this driver, right? After that, is the database connecting. Your database is reside on where? Your database resided on the where? So it's a localhost SDF. This is your database name, right? This is the thing. This is how you have configured your project, right? Okay, right. Now what you are going to do is all things you have configured successfully. Now I'm going to go to do the another thing is I'm going to create the new package. Create the package. You are select the Java this com example. I'm going to create the new package which is a test controller. I just create the package like this. This how you have created test. It's a camel case. It's a controller. Press enter key on your keyboard. Your package has been created. Click on the package. Right click. Here create the class. For the class I'm going to create as test controller. I'm going to create a class test controller class. Press enter key. Your controller has been created. Right. Now we have to implement the annotations. First, you have to implement the annotation as REST controller. Second annotation I am going to implement it as a cross origin. Third annotation I am going to implement request mapping. Now here we have to write API / version test, right? When the request is coming, API version test, it goes to that particular method. So this method you have to implement it like this: public void get text. Right. Now what I'm going to do is here I'm going to write string my test equal, I'm going to write this is my first app. Right now I'm going to write stout test system.out.println. You write this my test. After that I'm going to create another function which is I'm going to create two functions. Another function I create public void. This one should be the get text. This function I'm going to write it again, get text 2. I'm going to create the function as get text 2, open and close bracket. Here also the same thing I'm going to copy. I no need to write again by again, paste it here. This also my text. Here I'm implemented the second app. You have to return this one. Right. Now we have created the controller class. We have to create the two different methods. Those are get text and get text 2. Get text how the thing is works, you have to write a get mapping. Get mapping. You have to write get mapping, you have to write path. You have to write path. You have to write get text 1. When the request is coming like this, you have type is it will be printed this message if the request is coming like this. Okay, the same thing, you have to write this one as well. If the request is coming, get text 2, right? Now what I did here is when the user command the front end access API v1 test slash get text 1, we have to print this message, right? So let me see how the system works. Okay, now let's check whether it's working fine or not, right? So these are the things are REST control. REST controller means this is a REST controller, RESTful request. The request mapping is a path you have requested. Cross-origin, if you are communicate with the front end, it will be needed, right? Inside this REST controller class, we are declaring two methods. Void two methods. Those are getText, getText2, get mapping. This is a URL. You have typed API version test slash get text 1. It will be printed this text. If you have typed this get text 2, it has been printed this text as well. Now let's execute the program and check what would be the output. Let me check. There is no error. It is running the port, this port. Let me check on the Postman. If you are not install the Postman, you must install the Postman. You will be able to check it simply. This is the front end checking tool. Okay, whether your front end is working fine or not, we will be able to test on here. Right now, click on this plus symbol here. What is the request get request? You can see go here, set which request, get mapping with get request. Okay, so how to implement this one? You have to write get HTTP localhost. This is our localhost machine. So colon, what's the port it will be running? 8088. Okay, here you are defined here this code, you are calling here this port. After that, you no need to write anything here. Go here, you can just copy this one. Copy this picture slash API slash, you have to call it this one as well. You just slash this one, copy it, paste it over here. You have to click send button. One, here you haven't get the output. You can print that. You can go here. Problem. If you get the error like this, you have to first read the error. The MySQL connection communication link failure mean. So here this line is a failure. So let's go back to my database. So here localhost is running 3306. So you have to 6. This is the port. Okay. I have a problem with this port. That's the problem. Okay, I had a problem with my port. That's the problem here. Again, I'm going to running. Right now, let's check it. Send the request again. Back it here. This is my first step. It displays successfully. Now, when you request, the second thing is a 2. Let's check 2. This time it will print that as here. This is my second. Now you will be able to. Okay. First, if you are the request is coming the Postman, you can see here API test slash get text 2. It has been printed as this one. If you are the slash this URL, you access this one, it has been printed this. Perfect. I hope you guys you understood the things well. This example is very easy for understand the Spring Boot application. Thank you for watching.